Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Let's go. Check it back.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Ryan. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Muhammad. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now it's Ryan. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. Ryan on target to Pitts. First down, Falcons. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. On play action, now Carr. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And running with power here. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Carr. Touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Delano Hill. There he goes right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now Ryan. Here's a diving catch right side. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Hassan Reddick. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 2nd and 16.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
They'll try the left side. Muhammad, and he is going to lose yardage here. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit but they'll say it's incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Young Wei Koo on for the field goal of 47.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football? It says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, a guy that can beat you in so many ways. He's a threat to go the distance literally every time he touches the football.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
23 yards, the final tally.
29! 29!
To throw, it's Carr. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And it's complete right back to Ridley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now Ryan. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. On 1st down, Carr. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing his car on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Carr now on first down. Again, he finds more. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Carr. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now, Carr again. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third and long, it's Carr. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And his kick is indeed good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Derek Brown forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Ryan. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Now Ryan on 1st down. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. On second down now, Muhammad.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on 1st down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Dwayne Smoot picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taking it about the 36. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd down, Muhammad. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
On 1st down, Ryan. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Ryan. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Here's Muhammad. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
Two times.
Here's Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back complete. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and not already celebrating a win.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Carr. And now another one thrown incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming out.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. This is Anderson, and they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time, not an ally. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Carr. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. Well, Charles.